Good morning, everybody. This is September 2nd. It is right now 6:20 in the morning. It's Labor Day weekend. I wanted to bring you along while I strain out my Mullein. I've got quite a bit of it. I make 2 quarts. I've been excited to get this done because this is what I've been waiting for myself. This is Mullein plant, and I dried some for smoking, and then I wanted to make a tincture so that I could take it if I run out of the dried for the smoking. Mullein is good for your lungs, respiratory, I use it because I'm a smoker, and when I take and smoke those leaves, I feel my chest open up. I mean, I can just feel my lungs just start breathing again, so I don't have my bad cough croup no more from smoking. They say that if you smoke it or use the tincture, that you can actually, it helps with the nicotine craving. They also say that it goes in and helps get rid of the black lung from being a smoker. So I don't know as far as getting rid of the black lung, but I know it sure helps my lungs open up. If I'm real tight from having sinus drainage, it just opens it up really, really good. Well, you know, I think I better pour this first. This is 1 quart. I found this bottle at an antique shop, and I thought, you know, since I'm going to be making a lot of Mullein, I'm going to use it. Yes, it is clear. It's not a colored bottle, but I will keep it in a very, very dark place. Up in top of one of my closets that hardly ever gets opened. So let's go ahead and pour this first quart in here. It's a pretty brown color. And I just want to say that I'm not giving medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I just have read upon what I can do for myself. And I've been trying it. And so far it's working. You need to research if any herb that you might try will mess with any medications that you're on. You really should talk to your doctor before starting. And then I always, when I first start a new herb, whether it be tincture or tea, I always try just a few drops and work my way up to a dropper full, just to make sure I'm not allergic to it. And then same with the salves. If I make a salve out of a herb, I will just put it in one little sensitive spot on my skin and wait a few hours to make sure that I'm not going to break out. So it's always good to make sure you're not going to be allergic to something. And it's always good to do your research to make sure that any medications you are on will not be affected by it or cause some really bad health issues. Me, myself, I don't have to worry about that right now because I took myself off of my high blood pressure, my cholesterol medication. But so far this Mullein is working for me. I usually just smoke just a little bit of it once a day. But I will. I haven't had a chance to go out and use my Mullein yet this morning. I wanted to get this video shot before the grandkids get here because they're with my daughter right now. They stayed the night over there. So I wanted to shoot this video. And but as soon as I get done, I will go out and smoke my Mullein so that I don't so my lungs will open up. Because this, with all this humidity we're having, I mean, this past week we had high 90s. But the week before we had the highest day was 108 and it felt like 115. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write Mullein tincture just on tape for now. And let's see. I used 100 proof vodka. I'm going to write that down. And the date that I started making it, 6/23. I usually let them set for 6 to 8 weeks. This has been setting for 8 weeks. And see, I just wrote it on there. I know what it's good for. But I guess well, when I put the permanent tags on it, I will, I always make a tag that says what it is. But here I've got almost a half a gallon of Mullein tincture. And I will put it in a little brown bottle and keep it with me so that I can use it. And I personally will just do 1 dropper full once a day, maybe twice a day, depending on how bad my sinuses are, because I really don't want to get bronchitis again. I usually get it every 2 years, and I haven't got it in the last almost 3 years. So, now one thing I do have to say about the Mullein. The first time I took it, I went to bed, and I woke up, and my ears was draining, and it's like, what the heck? And I figured out it was the Mullein clearing my head, and it was making the earwax and stuff drain out of my ears. So, yeah, it's really good. This is just Mullein leaves. I also I took the little yellow flowers from the Mullein plant, and I put it in avocado oil, and it's setting. This has been setting about 2.5 months, and you can just take a couple of drops of it, put it in your ears for earaches. So, And I found it out in the fields. So do your research. Make sure that it's the right plant before you do anything with it. And like on my previous videos, I have an app that's called Picture This. I take a picture of it. It tells me what it is. Then I go to my books and I double check to make sure that that's what that plant looks like and what that is for sure. And then I research in my mini books to see what the medicinal properties is. You would really, really be surprised how many plants are out there that are medicinal, that will help us in one way or the other in case we ever need it. God is so good. He puts everything we need on this planet as far as meat, plants, seeds to regrow it. He is just awesome, and He put that there for us to use. We just have to learn how to use it the proper way and the safe way. So, if you don't have a book, buy a book, because one day we might not have internet. So, with that, I'm going to let you go, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.